Part 3 of my review contains spoilers, so if you haven't seen the Odyssey yet, feel free to save this video and come back later. My favorite sequence has to be the Trojan horse scene. Odysseus and his army hide inside the hollow horse while Sinon poses as a deserter and manipulates the Trojans into bringing it inside the city. Once night falls, the battle begins, and I thought the entire sequence was handled incredibly well. One of the most disappointing sequences for me had to be when Odysseus traveled to the underworld to receive a prophecy. We never really get to see the actual underworld of Hades, despite Odysseus describing it as hell several times throughout the movie. I just didn't care much for the set design or how limited that entire location felt. The most impactful mythological encounter for me was Odysseus meeting Calypso. She's the main reason everyone believes he's dead. She keeps him drugged up on her island for 7 years, causing him to forget crucial pieces of his life and why he was trying to return home. The movie's central theme is survival, but more specifically, the cost of survival. Odysseus experienced a tremendous loss and despair after the Trojan War. Throughout his journey, he either ignores the warnings, the men around him ignore them, or he simply doesn't care who gets hurt along the way as long as he reaches his goal. For Odysseus, the ends almost always justify the means. I'm not sure I was emotionally invested in the story as I was mentally invested, but I did feel a way when Odysseus finally got reunited with his wife and son. After taking out the men trying to become suitors for his wife, Odysseus leaves with Penelope in self-imposed exile to honor everyone who died while serving him on his journey. That ending made everything from the first two acts feel even more worthwhile. I'm not the biggest expert on Homer's Odyssey, but I believe the film translated the mythology onto modern screen extremely well. If Homer were alive today, I think he would appreciate seeing his work brought to life this way. For emotional impact, the Odyssey receives a 8.5 out of 10, earning the Heart Badge. For themes and messages, it receives a 9 out of 10, earning the Insight Badge. For origins and adaptation, it receives another 9 out of 10, earning the Genesis Badge. Gathering up all the categories, the Odyssey receives a final rating of 9.3 out of 10. With all 10 badges earned, the Odyssey officially is Film Scout certified. If you haven't watched it yet, please do. It is absolutely worth it, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. No movie I see next weekend is topping the Odyssey, but I will be checking out Hades Town, the musical. Until then, peace.